Yes. Boom. PR Queen. All right, Jess was our first PR Queen at the House of Weightlifting. She hit that PR snatch of 51 kilos. I think she's got a lot more in her, so it'll be fun to see her progress and see the other women in the gym start hitting some PRs and take that crown from her. But either way, lots of fun. Here goes Mac doing some squats with 170 for a set of 5. He's got a strong squat, so this is actually not super heavy compared to his best set of 5. We kind of put squats on the back burner for him a little bit. So he got through that pretty easily. And here's Alex. This is 165. This is actually a PR set of 5 for him. So I don't know if he had the PR King title for this one or not, but he had it after, regardless. And it looks like a pretty solid set of 5. I mean, we've been having him do 5-second eccentrics for 1 rep of every set, except we took it out for this one so he could kind of go for that PR set of 5. And yeah, made it strong. Here we got Buffy doing some cleans. 55, that might be 60 on there. I don't know if it's a comp collar. She's got some shoulder mobility restrictions that are kind of messing up her lockout. But I think she's going to make some good progress. I think that was another shot of 51. Or man, that might have been 46. But Buffy will make some good progress once her shoulders open up. She's really strong. Here we got Keith doing some squats. He's got some pretty good squat depth. Now it's just about getting stronger and making him transfer to the lifts more. And so a lot of these guys are all on their taper week for the Queen City Classic, hosted by Heavy Metal. As you see, Mac is wearing the shirt for it. So some of their exercises are pretty light. So I think those are like the top sets for Mac and Alex. And here goes Max just doing some doubles at 90. He's moving pretty good. I'm pretty excited to see how well he'll do at this competition. This competition's at Sugar Creek Brewery, similar to how we have barbells and brews, except this one is just the Queen City Classic. So it'll be a fun time. Keith, he'll be competing. This is Keith. He is new to the sport of weightlifting. He came from CrossFit, and he's making some good progress. We've kind of kept his progress slow, just so we could really dial in that technique and get the consistency up. And I haven't really pushed him a lot yet, but he'll be getting there to that point where we'll start pushing him. We'll start seeing him hitting a lot more weight, closer to his potential. We've got Buffy doing some good hip snatches. Just practicing that vertical extension right at the top. Yeah, really relying on that top power position to drive that bar up will help her a lot. Sometimes you just she's really strong, so she can muscle through it. So now it's just about rehearsing the correct motor patterns and letting her depend on those versus just her strength, which is never bad, but you need to have both the technique and the strength to really reach your top potential. We got 48 for Keith. A little wobbly down there, didn't quite finish, didn't have that follow through of the chest at the getting back at the finish. And that one was a little bit better, stayed closer to the chest, got out of the way. So, still working on those little small inconsistencies. All right, here we got Seth. Seth is competing at the Queen City Classic. Look at that fast stand-up. He nice, good, solid lockout. Yeah, he's looking good. His technique has come along nice. He's one of the fresh, brand new to weightlifting, so there's no bad motor patterns developed, and he's taken to weightlifting really well. Here we got Rachel doing some clean deadlifts with slow eccentrics. So this looks a lot harder for her because we were having her not use a hook grip, just to give her grip a little bit of a different stimulus. And it makes it quite a bit more challenging. You know, you got to send a lot more neural drive down the hands. You know, sometimes your forearms, give your forearms a different stimulus. And this was just a little shot of you know, kind of the energy in the room. We try to make it a pretty fun environment here at the House of Weightlifting. So that being said, if you want to come train with us, come on by. This is an interesting squat complex that Ronnie came up with, where he paused for 5 seconds halfway down, and then paused for 5 seconds in the hole and came up normal. You know, just you know, he tries some different things, which you know, is always kind of fun. You know, if you have a little bit of a say in what you do, and then he followed it up with some heavier squats. 190, I think his best is like 207, so still 190 is a pretty heavy single for him. Here we got Buffy again doing some cleans. This time I don't think she's doing any jerks. But yeah, we're mostly trying to see how she moves, and we'll progress towards doing some more GPP, and then you know, dialing in that technique, opening up the shoulders. This is 192 for LaRue for a set of clean deadlifts. You know, just getting strong. I think Buffy will really excel at the clean just because it's such a strength-dependent lift, and strength is her strength. All right, 50 kilos. This is a nice little complex. Jessica gets her programming from Mike McKenna, who is also another East Coast Gold coach. But she lives here. Work brought her to Charlotte, and she gets technique cues from me and programming from Mike McKenna. And we get to talk back and forth, kind of discuss her training, and I think we're going to get her, you know, get her closer to reaching her goals. I think she's highly motivated, so I think she'll go far. That's LaRue hitting a 125. I think he's got this little idea where he wants to hit 125 every day. That's like his daily minimum. And he's doing well. He's been having a few things where he's been leaving the bar out in front. Oh, and this, Ronnie took over the PR King. He had a few PRs this. My videos are backwards in this video. So this next video is actually what Ronnie became PR King with. And that push press was also a PR for him. But the PR here was a PR power jerk.
Nice, let's go.
And I think he took it from Alex. And Alex called him. He said, "That's BS. That was a terrible lockout." But I guess Ronnie did go back and make that push press PR, so he earned his title fair and square. And we got a 84 kilo snatch double. It wasn't that long ago that Ronnie was missing 85 kilos for singles. He's making some good progress. So here we got Keith, who came in and hit it. This is a PR clean and jerk, 93. So my videos came in backwards, so of course we don't see all of the ones that led up to this. But 93 kilos was a pretty big PR clean and jerk for him. So he's got a lot more in the tank. We're working on locking those elbows out really quickly. But then this was a picture that he took after he was trying to look all cool and be like, "Yeah, I'm the PR King now." But it ended up him just looking like he was sleeping next to the PR King, which is another cool thing, because then he's just like, that was easy. Take a nap right after becoming the PR King, whatever. Kind of rubbing it in the face of the other guys. So we've been having a lot of fun with that. So, for example, here is one of the lifts leading up to that 93 kilo clean and jerk. And this was also a PR for him. He's got a few little celebrations kind of going into this one.
He just knocked Alex off of the PR board. Alex, you are now the PR King.
Boasting about taking it away from Alex.
And
so here we got
one,
Seth just working on some snatch technique at the same time. Jess is doing some GPP work. We have two Jesses. in the gym.
3,
This one
4,
is
3, 2,
Jessica Selecki,
1.
and she is doing a lot of general physical preparedness stuff right now, making sure her elbow feels good. She's got a little elbow tendonitis, and we're trying to address it and make sure she's nice and balanced and she can lift pain-free. And a lot of times elbow pain comes from the shoulders, so we're doing a lot of shoulder balance work for her, and hopefully she'll be lifting pain-free. So this is Alex with his 140 clean. He PR'd 137 right before this, and he made the jerk. We didn't get the video, but so he's been making some good progress. Before he started with us, his PR clean and jerk was 128, I think, and now he's brought that up 9 kilos and PR clean of 140, so he's making a lot of fast progress. And here he is with 106 in the snatch, which is another PR. I think his best when he started with us was right around 100. So he's making some good progress. It's pretty exciting to watch how fast he's getting better. This is Mickey. He came and visited the gym. As you can see, he kind of threw the hips into the bar and drove the bar path out in front of him. So we had him do some no contact snatches there, quite a few sets. And then by the end of the session, we got his bar path cleaned up a lot better, and it's a lot straighter. Less horizontal displacement. So he's if you guys ever want to come and get your technique tuned up, just stop on by for a visit, and we'll get you set up. So here we got Robert.
Much better.
This is the first time we've put more than, I think, 40 kilos on the bar. So just the last video he did was 60 kilos, and this is 50 kilos doing triples. And just practicing the movement. These are all feasible weights for him. He's strong enough to hit all these no problem. And he's getting better. We're just hanging out at that threshold where he can do full snatches with good technique. Once he gets heavier, he can do a lot more, but he starts doing power snatches. So this was the clean and jerks that we worked on with Mickey, and he really does have a pretty good technique. The biggest thing that we were working on is his change of directions at the bottom of the dip drive, making sure he was pausing down at the bottom. So we tried a few different cues out and made it so it was a little bit easier for him to get that fast change of direction.
Nice, let's go!
That was a tough clean for Ronnie right there. Solid bite. That was a 130. I think he ended up making 130 that day. But I'm not sure. I don't think I got it on film, but he's getting stronger. His best is 137. Him, Ronnie, Alex, and Mac Graham are all really close. Mac has got him on the snatch, but they're all pushing each other, so it's a lot of fun watching those three train together, trying to steal the PR King title away from each other. I think that training environment is really getting some good energy behind it, so it's a lot of fun. And as I said, the videos are in reverse order. I don't know why I messed that up, but there Ronnie just had some trouble. He was catching on his toes, so we told him to just change the cue, get your heels down quick when you're going under, and boom, big difference right there. Nice balanced catch, and fix that issue. So this is 105. This was a PR attempt for Ronnie. Pretty rough looking miss. That was the first time I've ever seen him miss behind. But really, that weight is really close for him. I think he's going to be hitting that soon. You'll see a few other attempts, and they looked great. So that would have been a 2 kilo PR for Ronnie. Seth is looking fast. He's competing at the Queen City Classic too, and I think he's going to do great. I'm excited to watch him. So this is 100, 3 kilos less than his PR. Solid catch. That's a really good reference. His catch position sometimes looks a little funny just because he's got some unique elbows, but that's a good catch for him. But we're always working on trying to open his chest out, get his lower trap stronger, get a nice balanced catch. So look, boom, fast. He meets the bar well. That's what we're looking for Ronnie.
yeah, Seth has just got such good position. He's got a lot of potential. So here is the other Jess. She, filming I felt artistic filming this, but I don't know, maybe it's not that artistic, but it was fun doing it. She's doing pretty good. She's competing at the Queen City Classic. She has been encouraging everyone to do a singlet Saturday, so everybody came in on Saturday and brought their singlets and trained hard. This was our Saturday training. This was maybe a 200 kilo squat for Aaron there. Pretty good. I think he attempted 210 that day. He just wasn't there. This is the only lift that I got on film with LaRue with his 145 clean and jerk. So he's been having some issues with getting his front leg out on the split jerk. So we've only been doing. Oh, this was max heavy snatch and 112. He was doing pretty good, but LaRue's been having trouble getting his front leg out. So we've been working on only doing split jerks with good technique up to a certain weight, and once his front leg doesn't come out, we just stop and we go to power jerks so he doesn't rehearse any bad technique. So this is 109, and Aaron and Mac were kind of going back and forth. Again, in my videos were backwards. So Aaron missed it, and they were talking a lot of crap, and then Mac made it. And he calls out Aaron.
Keep waiting for the right part of the song. I do. That's what the problem is.
So they were having a lot of fun in training. It's always exciting when you can start talking a little bit of crap in training. Mike McKenna's always got Jess working on those jerks. This is a friend of Aaron's. His name Jonathan, I think, and he was just working off the blocks, trying to, tighten up his technique. He had pretty good movement. It was just a few little things here and there. So it was awesome having him in the gym.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't really have to tell him much. For him, it's just really about spending more time in the gym and getting more reps in. Yeah, he's got good movement. So he, if you're watching this, Jonathan, just keep snatching, keep at it, get that movement looking nice and consistent. So if you remember, this was the LaRue's doing 125 every day. This was another one of those. All week they've been a little bit forward, so we've been working on making sure he gets his chest all the way back at the finish. So this is Aaron. He's we're kind of switching to mostly doing power snatches for him, just because he's been having a hard time with his shoulder.
What are you talking about? This is how I used to watch all my movies.
This is max clean and jerk PR of 137 and my wonderful filming skills. So I hope you guys enjoy watching this one. 300 is a huge milestone, so it's awesome to finally see Mac do that. Alright, thank you for watching. Be sure to come check us out at House of Weightlifting. We are located in South Charlotte, North Carolina, right over the border in South Carolina, actually. So come and visit us. If you're looking for an online coach, keep me in mind. You can join the team,